So, you just bought yourself a brand new camera and realize you like taking photos of people, but your photos are kind of lacking a little bit. Here are my 3 simple tips to up your portrait game a little bit. Just a little bit though. Tip number 1 for taking better portraits is focusing on the eyes. Because we're taking photos of people, the first thing that we see as human beings is our eyes. So making sure our eyes are clear is very important. A lot of times you'll see, especially using face tracking, when it doesn't work sometimes, is it'll focus on the nose and your eyes are a little fuzzy. And sometimes that's like not noticeable, but sometimes it is. So make sure our eyes are super clear and in our frame well. Tip number 2 is use the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds is a bunch of lines that cross over and create intersecting points. Now, using the rule of thirds, we can rather use it to frame up our subject. I like to put my subjects in the middle most of the time, but you can also put it off to a side and even put your subject on one of those intersecting points to make it more pleasing to the eyes. The third and final tip is to not over edit your photos. And the reason I say this is because in portrait work, we're taking photos of people and our skin tones are very sensitive to editing. Those sliders, you can just move them a little bit and it just makes everything look weird. Now our skin tones lay in mostly the orange and the yellow sliders, so play around with the other ones, but be very careful when you're touching these, because what can happen is if, for example, you oversaturate it and maybe push the luminance up a little bit too much, you look really orange and just unnatural. And then if you desaturate too much, then you just look sick. So be very careful, and be careful too with the red slider, because our lips lay in the red slider and sometimes you can just have pale lips. We want to have red lips. It adds color to our face and we look very healthy. So that's my final tip. Make sure not to hammer those sliders. That's everything, guys. Thanks for watching another video. I hope you liked my first tutorial. I don't plan on making many, but I just thought I could give you my opinions on how to take slightly better portraits. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you want to watch more. Peace.